This is the Business Leadership Series Minute with your host, the best-selling author of Don't Buy a Duck and founder of MarketingStrategyHero.com, Derek Champagne.
We have a special guest today. I'm talking today with Dr. David Fajgenbaum. What was it like when you went through and realized the experimental treatments were not going to be a solution, and that it was on you?
Yeah, I think for me the most notable sense that I felt was just loneliness. Here I was, a third-year medical student at the University of Pennsylvania, one of the best research centers around, where I just kind of assumed that there were researchers working on things all over the world, and even if I didn't see them, they must be making progress, and for every medical issue there must be someone out there that's making progress. And it was in hindsight, I think that now I look back on it, maybe that was a little naive, but I think that many of us really believe that there are researchers out there figuring things out, and there are for a lot of diseases, but for a lot of diseases there actually are not people out there figuring things out. And it made me feel incredibly lonely, and it also was really scary for me, and it really just kind of broke this sense that I had that there was kind of order, and that there must be researchers out there figuring this out. It was a really tough moment for me in my life, but it did kind of give me clarity that I had been hoping and praying that someone somewhere would figure out my disease, but I had not taken any sort of action over the previous 3 years. I went back to medical school. I planned to become an oncologist to treat patients in memory of my mom, but I didn't do anything. I had not taken any action to get life closer to what I was hoping for, the things I was praying for and things that I was hoping for. I wasn't doing anything to get us any closer to those. And so for me, it made me realize that if it's something that is important enough to me to hope for it, if it's important enough to me to pray for it, then I really need to spend time reflecting on, well, what can I do to get us closer to that hope becoming a reality, or that prayer becoming a reality. And for me, it was really tough to learn that, and to be in a position where if I hadn't learned it, I would have died shortly thereafter. But it's really kind of the ultimate stakes, right? And so I knew that I needed to get to work. And for me, getting to work was starting a foundation called the Castlemans Disease Collaborative Network, to take a unique approach to advancing research, or an approach that brings together patients, physicians, and researchers all together to prioritize research and to recruit the best minds to do Castleman's work. And in parallel, I began conducting laboratory research myself. So I got space in a nearby laboratory where I could start performing experiments on my own samples, and trying to find something, maybe a drug that already existed for something else that could maybe help me.
Derek Champagne here. I want to connect with you if you're listening to the Business Leadership Series. We can connect on LinkedIn, or send me a message at derek@derekchampagne.com. I look forward to connecting.